Speaker, new RCMP documents show the extent of illegal lobbying that was carried on by the Prime Minister's former chief advisor, Bruce Carson, along with the help of people like Dan Gagné, the advisor to the Liberal leader. He illegally lobbied numerous Conservative cabinet ministers. None of them blew the whistle on him. He lobbied the Privy Council, the clerk, and even the Prime Minister's good friend, Nigel Wright. So will the Prime Minister tell us when was he informed about this illegal lobbying that was happening among his ministers, his public servants, and his staff?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Prime Minister.
Very much, Mr. Speaker. Of course, these allegations relate to the actions of a private citizen who obviously did not get a government contract, Mr. Speaker. As soon as the government found out about these allegations, we referred them to the Lobbying Commissioner, the Ethics Commissioner, and we informed the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Mr. Speaker. And again, Mr. Speaker, like any Canadian, if this gentleman is found to have broken any laws, he should suffer under the full consequences of the law.
The Honourable Member for Timmins, James Bay.
Well, this so-called private citizen was a convicted fraud artist who was personally appointed by the Prime Minister to be his chief insider. He was such an insider that the Conservatives called him the secret sauce. Well, this was what the sauce was. He was using his plum position to benefit his bottom line by setting up deals that took advantage of First Nations. So why did the Prime Minister appoint a convicted fraud artist to a plum position that he then allowed him to continue on lobbying right under his nose and did not take any steps for the Privy Council or for his chief head of staff?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Again, Mr. Speaker, these allegations are concerning a private citizen. At the same time, it allows me to highlight the fact that it was this government that brought forward a lobbying commissioner, an ethics commissioner that strengthened the laws to ensure that people do not take advantage of their positions, Mr. Speaker. As soon as the government found out, it referred this to the RCMP, Mr. Speaker, and if this gentleman or any person found in contravention of the law is found guilty, then they should suffer under the full consequences of the law that, by and large, this government has brought in, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for